I've already recorded with glasses. I want you guys to look me deep into my soul when I talk to you today. Don't get uncomfortable. Don't call the cops. Don't call your mom because she won't get there to you in time. It's just me and you today, okay, sweet potato? I got some juicy stuff for you today, I feel. Or at least like for me, you know? Screw you at the end of the day. This is about me. I already spoke a little bit about like a struggle that I faced with starting this journey in content creation, or I almost want to change it to like filmmaking, personal filmmaking, because that's what it is to me. But recently, since then, I felt such an overwhelming wave of inspiration and motivation and drive and passion in its purest form. It honestly feels like I discovered a passion that, to be honest, I've had for a while. I was just very awkward with it. I was awkward with it because I didn't own it. I guess in a way you could say that I was wishing or hoping that people would believe in my passion before I even did, which doesn't make any sense because nobody else is gonna do it but me. I guess that's what they call validation. I was seeking validation in this passion that I had, but I'm feeling like I own this, and it just lit up a part of my mind and my heart and the way that I think and the way that I address certain things. Basically what I'm trying to say is I love content creation. At the start of it, this is with 10 subscribers. Starting off obviously with 0. This is me with 10 subscribers. I love this. I love it, and I'm owning it, and I'm making it mine. There are gonna be some mistakes along the way, like my editing skills are gonna be trash. The framework is probably gonna be questionable. I do not know how to color grade yet, but let's fix that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Does that look good? Who cares? Nia, does it look good? All right, cool. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the beauty of it. Just when you have a passion in something, being able to just not do it just to succeed in, but to do it because you enjoy it. Do it because you have fun, which brings me to my next point. I want to shout out Masego. Yes, the Masego. This dude, I'm telling you, he is the smoothest dude I have ever laid my eyes on virtually. Hopefully, you know, physically in the future, I'd love to see this man in concert. I've always been a fan of his music and just his way of storytelling and just his craftsmanship. His craftsmanship. But recently I discovered that Masego is starting a new journey in personal filmmaking, aka content creation, which I personally would have never thought that he'd get into, but it makes so much sense being that he's like really creative and intentional about everything that he produces. Masego, if you're watching this, you're an inspiration, brother. One of these days, you probably won't know because you've met thousands, millions of people even, but I will know. I cannot wait till the day I get to see you in person, get to hear you in person, and just be in your presence, actually. Not in a weird way. I don't want to make this weird, but how else do you say that you're an inspiration without sounding like you probably have to get a restraining order against me? But don't. I really do respectfully mean what I say when I say you are nothing short of an inspiration. But anyway, let me get into this reason on why like I'm saying all this. I discovered this brother started his journey in content creation and filmmaking. The first video that he posted in this journey, I'll link it in the description below. In that video, he had some self-reflection on, you know, his experience with his house being burned down in the LA fires we recently had. Just the phases that he went through with that. Of course, at first it was denial and then sadness, of course, but even in that phase, he was figuring out what was of true importance to him. He said it wasn't the awards, but it was instruments and pieces that had some history to it. It wasn't the chains. It wasn't everything that made him look initially people would want to look when they gained some status, but there were pieces of him that he had even before he was famous. One of the phases I'd say he went through that I found so inspiring was acceptance. He accepted that his house burnt down. This just means one chapter is closed and a new one is opening. Thus, how he got into personal filmmaking. Watching his videos, he already naturally has a gift for, I guess, like composition. And not even that, just speaking to the camera. Masego has a very soothing voice, which I think goes a long way. And just the style of his talking, you really feel like he's talking to you, you know, like you're on FaceTime, kind of like this right now, you know? Don't you feel like I'm just talking right to you? Anyway, this inspired me beyond his ability of making like beautiful music. With this, Masego in a way is sharing his mind. He's sharing his thought process. He's sharing a piece of his journey with us. And to even go deeper, to quote one of the things he said in the video that like really kind of just took me back. He said, "I'ma just show the process." Something so simple, but yet so impactful for me personally, because with starting this, of course, I want things to be perfect, but I also have to be realistic and remind myself that, honey, this is your first time with a decent camera, a decent program to edit content, and really the time and space to even be doing all this. Honey, things are gonna look a little funky. Okay, you're gonna cringe at a couple of your videos, but that's okay, because it's all about the process, the progress, the journey. Hello. It was comforting. That's what it was. It was very comforting, and it brought me back to ground, because where I was up in the air mentally with just, again, being awkward in front of the camera and kind of cringing at myself when people would come to me in person and be like, yeah, I've seen you. Not strangers, but like, you know, close family and friends, because they're the only ones that are watching right now. Just love you guys. Just in a way getting over myself. Like, this is something that I love doing, and I'm not gonna let anybody, anyone, anything, any trend, any platform take this away from me. This is something that I own, and I can make it whatever I want it. It reminded me that I have to give myself grace. I can be really judgmental and hard on myself. And it's funny because I used to be so willing to jump however high somebody would tell me to, but I am living in my own queendom right now. This is mine, and I can make it whatever I want it to be. And no matter how choppy or how all over the place or how unbalanced this is, there is always an opportunity to learn something. There's always an opportunity to improve. There's always an opportunity to just share these moments with you. And I don't take that lightly. So those simple words, I'ma just show the process. Just like it inspired me, my work has the same ability to inspire other people around me to be them too. Really like what you like, not because it's a trend, not because it has the ability to make a lot of money, or not because it gives you the certain persona or this image that you're better than, but just like who are you beyond everything that you want people to believe that you are. Oh my gosh, it's just, also, for somebody who's been behind a camera for a long time, self-taught, for someone who's finally betting on themselves, I could not have said it in a better way. So thank you, Masego. Now I worry less about the more insignificant things, and I'm more focused on capturing the things that I like and speaking on the things that I want to speak on, speaking on the things that like just tickle my brain in a way, you know? You know what? This feels like a passion, not survival. This feels like a passion instead of survival. Continue. I'm sure he doesn't need me to say this, but I'm very proud of him for taking this journey by the horns and like really owning it. I feel like he's done it with his music, but now he's doing it visually, and it's new and different for him, and he is just so cool about it. He's just so comfortable. He's so confident about it, which if you know of his music, he kind of oozes that already. So it's just really neat to see him in a different way, a different perspective that I'm really like, you don't really see that a lot, or at least, you know, in my corner. So it's extremely refreshing and inspiring to like see somebody start this journey, me also starting this journey, and just in a way kind of like doing it as a group, doing it together. It feels like a collaborative project. And lastly, I just want to say I'm blessed to even be able to share a platform with other creatives and learn something from them. From the vlog girlies to the gaming channels, even to the film kids who just like to do what they love. I want you to really hear me when I say this. I'm blessed to say I'm figuring it out and getting inspired along the way.